it's because of that angel in it. If I wish I was, he was like, I wish I was never born.
Yeah.
And he's like,
he
tries to kill himself or whatever.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of messages in that.
So
what movie is this?
I can't think. It's Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, it is the Jimmy.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. That's what it's called. So Jimmy Stewart plays this. He's like a dad.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's just really depressed. He's going to the bar all the time. He doesn't like his life.
Losing his jobs.
Yeah. He doesn't like his life. He's just like, well, I just wish I was never born.
Yeah.
It'd be easier for everyone.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what he felt. That's why I don't like Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah. That's why his voice is grating on it. And so God sends an angel.
Because it's Christmas.
That's right. No, it was Christmas Eve. That's why it was Christmas Eve. He was gonna kill himself.
Okay.
And he wasn't gonna be there on Christmas and stuff. And he's like, okay, let me take you through your life. And he goes all the way back to his way back when he was a kid. And he goes, okay, so this is what happened. And he shows like him and his brother playing, and his brother falls through the ice and gets really sick and gets pneumonia. And he goes, but you wish you were never born. And his brother was like older than him, I think, or a little bit younger, one or the other. And he couldn't swim. And because Jimmy Stewart, because he was there, he was able to save his brother. And so his brother would have drowned if he wasn't there. And so he shows him that. And then his brother is sick. And so he ends up going to get medicine. And this is like another example. This would have happened if you weren't here. His brother, got sick, so he goes to get medicine for him. He gets the medicine, but the doctor that's there, the pharmacist, is really old. And he ends up mixing up the wrong stuff. And he catches him doing it, and he lets him know. And so he fixes it. And so it shows what would have happened to the pharmacist if he wasn't there. That one thing and the other, and like his whole life changes.
They don't even notice it. It's fine. Looks creepy in my camera. Oh, jeez, Eric, are you trying to like throw us off the road?
No, I'm trying to avoid those two big old potholes that would have fucked you up.
Wow.
And I did pretty decent. Not good, but decent. Oh.
Obvious.
Say obviously. Like, no shit, it's obvious. I'm saying it though because I love you. Next time I'll just say fuck you instead, I guess.
That works. Okay.
Alright, you remember what we said?
No Walmart.
Coffee table.
Oh. Oh, we're going this way? Oh, you know what you should do? You should just spray your window. Clean your window off.
Right now?
Yeah, do you see all that? Just do it real quick.
I did.
Hey guys, so today is my technically just orientation day, but my first day back to school. And belly bump through the wind. And I'm gonna get a lot of looks from a lot of people, but whatever. I'm just kind of roaming around the house. I'm like 2 minutes behind schedule. But it's only like a 15-minute drive there, thank God. But I'm gonna write down a list of things that I do need to talk about in my videos. Probably should stop moving around so much. And just, I don't know, maybe like things like, my experience with my first trimester and leading up into my second trimester, which is where I'm at now. I think I'm almost like 5 months, maybe 5 months. Yeah, I just keep track of the weeks, not the months. So I am 20 weeks officially. and I won't be in school for long. I'll be in school till December, and then I will work on getting, sorry, I'm just picking shit up. Oh, stuff up, my bad. Picking stuff up and just going on my way. And then I'll just work on like online schoolings and back and forth from campus or not at all. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna get going. I'll talk to you guys when I get to the school. And I'll see you guys later. So there was one thing that I forgot to mention, and this weekend, this weekend, I have my first maternity shoot with Nicole, which is exciting, and we're gonna do you'll see. I just want to let you guys know that that's coming up. Okay, updates. Just got out of class. It is 12:09, and I grabbed some lunch, more of like a snack, and I got nice coffee, raspberry flavoring. I'm out of breath because I'll show you. Actually, I can't show you. But the parking lot, my class is all the way down there. I had to walk. I'm pregnant as fuck, and I just asthma attack. No, but I'm headed over to Nicole's and we're gonna hang out and see Anna for a little while and go pick up the Eric from work, and I don't know, I guess that's about it. I'll do more of an update when I get home. I want to eat, so bye. Hey guys, so I'm in the bathroom. I'm just getting ready. It's like, it's past 12 o'clock, and like I just haven't been doing anything this morning except for watching Downton Abbey. I'm wearing this nasty old sweater. So I'm actually gonna sit down and talk in front of the camera about some things about pregnancy, my first trimester. I have it all written down so I don't forget. But I'm just washing my face. I might put a face mask on. Hold on, one second. I also wanted to show this off. I know I look like crap. I got acne. It's just awful. I look horrible. Don't judge me. But I got this at a powwow, and you know that I'm Native American, so I participate in the Native American traditions and dance at powwows and things like that. But I was shopping around and I found this, and it's aromatherapy. And it's by Spirit Earth Holistics, and it's rain dance, and they make all their things with like natural ingredients, handcrafted, all that. And so there's like witch hazel, frankincense, eucalyptus, cedarwood, and other essential oils. And I ran out, and it was all gone. And I was looking at the ingredients, and I have essential oils, and I have witch hazel. By the way, get this stuff, it's great. This has aloe vera in it, and it just uses water. So I like made my own little aromatherapy. I thought that was cool. But anyways, I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna brush my teeth, things like that, boring stuff, and we will just speed through it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put makeup on. I just got done washing my face and everything. And I'm just gonna do my eyebrows, cover up this mess. And you'll see me next talking about important things. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about when I first suspected that I was pregnant. So I just had my birthday. It was April, and like, you know, you're waiting. I mean, like, this video might, okay, disclaimer, this video might be a little TMI, but I mean, it's my experience and I want to share it. I think it was the beginning of May. I had just missed my time of the month, and I was waiting for it, and I was like, okay, it's gonna happen any second now. And the longer I waited for it to happen, it just didn't happen. I don't know, I had different symptoms than I usually do when I'm ovulating, and I don't know, I just knew, I just knew that I was like pregnant, and I had more acne. I'm a person with clear skin, like 98% of the time, and for me to get as much acne as I was getting, it was, what are you talking about? Like, what's up? You know, the typical early pregnancy symptoms, like your breasts feeling fuller and heavier and things like that. But I wanted to wait because I wanted to be sure, because I didn't want my hopes to, you know, get let down, because it's something that Eric and I have been wanting for a while. And every time, you know, I'd be like late or something, my time of the month would always come, and it would just be a huge letdown, and you know, whatever. So I just waited, and I was patient, and then just one day I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go to Walmart, and I bought a pregnancy test. I bought clear blue. Eric keeps it up here. It's like his little trophy. But and there were 2 of them, and I took one, and you know, I waited for, you know, it to, you know, process, and I'm thinking in my head so vividly, it's going to be negative. Like, I was 100% sure it was going to be negative, was not going to be positive. We were gonna have to try again. And I'm just sitting there waiting, and I grab it early, like a minute and a half into waiting, and I grab it, and it's a plus sign. I gotta bring it out. It's a plus sign, and to tell you what, it was a good thing I was sitting on the toilet, because I might have shit my pants. I could not believe it. I did not believe it. I immediately took a Snapchat video of it, and I sent it to my best friends, Nicole and Taylor. And I'm like, this is fake, right? Like, I know I just peed on it, and the evidence is right in front of my face, but this is fake. And Nicole's like, am I being pranked right now? She responded with, and like, she didn't believe it. And Taylor messaged me back immediately, and she's just like, she straight up said, she's like, I don't believe you. And so we all flocked over to Nicole's house, and well, I stopped at the store, picked up more pregnancy tests, and I had a handful of pregnancy tests about that big. And we all went there, and I took every single pregnancy test, and not one of them came out negative. All of them came out positive. And we were all there. It was like a knocked up moment. It was great. It was something to remember. And we just, I don't know, we watched Knocked Up, and we just sat and talked about it in disbelief and like awe, and just, I kind of, later on, I texted Eric, and I'm like, you know, when you get home, we need to talk, because I wanted to tell him right away. I was so excited. We'd been waiting for this for forever, like 4.5 years, like, has gone by, we're ready. He messaged me back, and he's like, he was at work at the time, and he's like, what's up? And I'm like, no, don't worry about it, just some like emotional bipolar stuff. And he's like, oh, okay, well, tell me about it. And I'm just like, I'm hanging out with my girls right now. I will see you when I pick you up from work. And fast forward, us girls are done, you know, we all left and got on with our days. And I went to go pick Eric up, and I'm waiting, and I have all the pregnancy tests in my purse. And he comes out, and he opens the door, and before he can even sit down, I hand him this pregnancy test. And before he could say anything, and I'm like, if you don't believe that, because I know him, he'd want like more evidence, I dumped like 12 other pregnancy tests in his lap. And he got back out of the car, and he's just looking at everyone, and he's like, he was in awe. I have a slight video, a very small video of his reaction that I will add in here, I guess. I don't know. Eventually, you'll see it in this video at some point. And it was great. It was great. I was like 6 weeks when I found out, just 6 weeks when I found out, and we estimated the due date, which is January 12th. And but that's how I first like found out, was suspicious that I was pregnant.
Put that shit down. I was supposed to hit your phone.
Symptoms, like my early, like what after I found out I was pregnant, my early pregnancy symptoms. One, I was crazy. I was crazy emotional. I've never felt those rush of hormones ever, and it was a crazy ride for a while. But then like immediately I was like sick my whole first trimester. Like I lost weight, I was not eating, so I had morning sickness and nausea very, very badly. The only thing that I could eat only thing that I could keep down most of the time was water and like 3 saltines every like 8 hours. Like it was bad. And I was just so sick. I was bedridden pretty much. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't do anything, and it was bad. It was pretty, I don't know, depressing the first trimester, just because I didn't feel good. Like I had one, thank God, I only had one ER trip. I was just like stressed out about my morning sickness, and if it was normal, if, you know, losing all this weight was normal. And it was just cause like, and like you get cramping during your first trimester, so like I was confused by all that cramping, which added more cramping, and so I was like cramping for 3.5 hours, 4 hours, and I was calling my doctors like, should I go to the ER? Should I just wait it out? And they're like, you know, if it persists for this long, go to the ER. And I ended up having to go up to St. Joe's, and I was fine. It was just stress and just cramping, growing, things, normal things. And that's when we had our first ultrasound and saw the little peanut. It was like not even that big, like she was small. But those were, I think that was the only symptoms that I really paid attention to or really experienced during my first trimester. Going into my second trimester, which I am in now, I think like a third of the way through my second trimester, almost half. I've just been experiencing like hormonal changes, so like emotional changes, you know, mood swings, normal things like breast growth, all that, you know, those normal symptoms. I have sciatica in my hip and back, which is not fun. Sorry, I got a message. And my doctor, she gave me stretches and things like that to help out with it, but I mean, it's like there's a bone, like you need to like crack something and you just can't, like it's just awful, it hurts. What else? I still get morning sickness, nausea from time to time. If I don't eat when I'm hungry and I wait to eat, I get sick and can't eat, so that causes nausea, so I have to work my way into eating. What else? Ooh. Hair growth, nail growth, those normal things. There's nothing really. Oh, kicking, movement. I feel there's lots of movement. She's moving a lot. She never stops. I'm just fixing my pants, don't mind me. I'm wearing pajamas and fuzzy socks because you can't go wrong with fuzzy socks. But yeah, just I don't know, common pregnancy symptoms I'm having. I haven't had like heartburn or I don't know, any of those other symptoms, whatever there may be. I've been having very few, thank God. I want to talk overall about how my second trimester is going. I say that it's going very well. It is the easiest trimester, no doubt. So like one day during my second T, you know, like I hadn't really been showing like, you know, like a little hip growth, a little more, you know, weight in the face, more bloated looking, acne always, but like, I don't know, I was fairly small before I got pregnant. I mean, you know, I had chub, but you know, I wasn't like overweight, and like, so it didn't really show. Nothing really showed. And I keep touching my hair. It's because I don't like how it's laying and I can't do anything about it except for move it around, so I'll try to stop doing that right now. But like, I wasn't showing, and then like, you know, you get growing pains. So as a pregnant woman, you'll experience, or you have experienced, you know, growing pains, and I can feel my stomach growing and stretching and pulling and all that. And you know, like some days are worse than others. Like some days there's horrible growing pains, and some days it's completely fine. And I was having a bad day where it was just lots and lots of growing pains. And Eric comes home from work, and like the night before, we just went out to see our dad's friend, my dad, and his girlfriend and their friend, and we hung out with them. And like I had a little belly, but the next day Eric came home, and like I was just like, I looked pregnant. Like there was no hiding it with shirts, there was no hiding it with sweaters, anything. It was you're pregnant. I'm pregnant. I have cleaning to do around the house, and I gotta get that done. This is just junk. This will all be gone. This is gonna be the baby's room. Yeah. But yeah, I need to get that done. Taylor's coming over, and I gotta make stuff and a crown for my maternity shoot tomorrow. Maybe make a little lunch. But I'll update when I can, if I can, tonight or throughout the rest of today, which is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. I know that I definitely will be getting some video in throughout the shoot tomorrow. I gotta be reminded though. Hopefully Nicole will help out and do some video for me, but yeah. Until then, sorry, low battery. Until then, au revoir.